Hi, my name is Harry King. I am a 2019 graduate of computer science from Towson University.
How do you feel that the Towson community has supported you?
Well, providing the opportunity, especially, through Young Life, just being able to meet, the friends that I do, like everybody, that lives in my apartment and some that are still in my community right now, has been, part of Young Life, and the fact that, Towson allowed, Young Life to be on the campus, is just probably one of the bigger blessings of my life. And, I have never really had better friends than I do now.
I know that you're very proud of accomplishing being able to graduate high school and college. And I'm just wondering, what was that experience like for you? Could you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, I think it was just, two big steps. First one was getting out of my parents' house for the first time, and with high school, um, and then with college, it's like, oh, you're really getting into the real world now. Like I've been a software engineer for a little more than a year now, and um, to say the least, I've definitely adjusted to the adulting experience.
What's your experience with coding? Could you tell me a little bit about your career with computer science too?
Went to some vocational technical school in Anne Arundel County called Cat North, and I learned Cisco networking. I actually got certified when I was a junior. Freshman year of college, I very much got my hands a little bit dirty with C++ to begin very beginning, and then Java, and then I've loved coding ever since.
What do you enjoy about public speaking?
Typically, I know a lot of people got stage fright, but that's completely not me. I can just go out and I can have a conversation about a lot of things most of the day. Don't ask me about the NBA or maybe about soccer. I think a lot of the other sports, I think I could definitely have a good conversation. That just was one example, and then I could talk about my faith. I feel like on the stage, it could definitely I can definitely give a good speech.
Very cool. Next, can you tell me about why you enjoy playing the guitar?
I'm kind of an old soul, to say the least. I'm not really into today's music, and a lot of today's music, it doesn't really have a guitar. But to know that you could play good music, with a guitar, or even, and you can even take it anywhere. Like I'm going to be going on vacation in a couple of weeks with my guitar, and I'm you know very happy that I can sing my favorite country song and play the guitar, or just a regular mainstream song I could play the guitar with. It's just great knowing that I'm capable of doing that.
If you're comfortable, can you talk a little bit about your experience dating as a person with autism?
I kind of clinged on, to the whole obsession of a relationship in high school. Um, it was very hard to say the least. I mean, granted, there was a lack of maturity, to say the least, but I think, realize going back all these years, I think I was trying to search for something that just wouldn't satisfy. And I mean, and then granted, I'm coming up on my 5-year anniversary with my girlfriend, and I'm very happy right now with her, and that's she's the only one I've dated, and she's the only one that I ever will. So I'm just so glad, to be able to have her in my life.
What message would you like to emphasize about autism to people who just aren't familiar?
Well, we all come in different shapes and sizes, and I'm not meaning physically. Um, we're all pretty different. And it can range, across the whole, spectrum. Like the ministry I lead, there's kids with autism, and they, some of them don't speak. Some of them are a little more nervous. Some of them are just really outgoing. Like they can be, completely different. They maybe very well be able to hide it, to say the least. But like they are still humans at the end of the day. They have feelings. Like don't treat them as objects. And just remember, just that, a disability or just an action that somebody does, like it doesn't define who they are. That's not their identity. And so, but just don't, define, somebody with autism as, oh yeah, this autistic kid. Like that's just not right.